is all about celebration and embracing our new president and embracing all of us together as a new community, making this transition together into the future.
There's a sort of newness to it all because this has not happened in 26 years, and so you can almost feel the campus pulsating with this vibrancy, this new life that's beginning here at Harding today.
I now invite Dr. Gaines, our Chancellor Emeritus, Dr. Burks, our Chancellor, to step forward to present the Presidential Medallion to President Bruce McLarty.
To be named president is an awesome and a humbling sort of thing.
There are very few words to just really be able to grasp what this type of day means to us.
For me, it's pretty exciting because of my being here 37 years, so seeing a change of presidency only for the second time in that duration, you know, it strikes me as a big deal in my world.
Mr. President, congratulations and Godspeed.
See my dad as the 5th president of Harding is very exciting.
Thank you, doctors, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, alumni, family, and friends. Welcome.
Inaugurating Dr. McLarty as our 5th president at Harding is an exciting time in the history of Harding. We have been in existence for 90 years, and we are just excited about having him take on this very important role.
Came here as a student back in 1975, and since that time, like a lot of people are about their alma mater, your school just means the world to you. I was tremendously shaped while I was here. There are people whose voices sort of echo in my soul to this day, teachers that breathed the mission of God. Through time, Harding has become very deep within the McLarty family DNA. Dear God, we thank you for the food we have, we thank you for family, we thank you that we can be together. Now we have 2 generations in our family who have all attended here, graduated from here.
I've worked alongside Dr. McLarty here at the university for 8 years now. Through that time, I've gotten to know Dr. McLarty very, very well. And I know one thing for certain about him. He is a genuine person. My hope is that my faith is the air that I breathe, that it's a part of who I am.
His faith is probably the strongest I've ever seen in any person. It's truly amazing to me.
At the core of my being is a love for God, and that shapes all of who I am and what's important to me in life.
He cares about God and wants to serve Him.
Dr. McLarty has always exhibited an impeccable character.
Hello.
He loves students.
I was talking with another freshman last night on the way over to pizza, whose mother is Puerto Rican, and was just talking about going back to see grandparents and all that. And I'm a fundamentally happy person who likes people. I love to hear their stories. I love to do whatever I can to encourage people. And I view the presidency as an opportunity to encourage the best in people and to help other people succeed. Hey, I'm Bruce.
I'm Braxton.
Okay, good to meet you.
He definitely has a sense of humor.
Wow.
With the grandkids especially.
3!
Students who have interacted with him on international programs, international trips, in his home Bible studies or in classrooms, they know him very personally.
I made it. How are you? Good. How are you? Good.
Where I really got to know him was when we went to Athens, Greece. But I grew so much spiritually because of Dr. McLarty. All I remember was when the ball bounced over the fence, how relieved we were.
I know Dr. McLarty through the home Bible study process at Harding. I'd go to his house on Wednesday night. Got to see someone who was not just interested in my spiritual life, but every aspect of my life. He wanted to build a friendship, wanted to build something that would help us throughout our entire lives.
I think it is true that for Harding, throughout its history, that each president did serve in a very special way. Each was a man for the time in which he served. President Armstrong had a very passionate vision of what Christian education ought to be. Then Dr. Benson took an institution that was struggling in the Depression and gave it economic stability. Dr. Gaines took that and that newly accredited school, and he turned it into a very solid regional institution. Dr. Burks became president in 1987. He led us through a period of spectacular growth and expansion.
The university asked the alumni for our input on who we thought should be the next president of the university, and immediately Dr. McLarty's name came to mind, and that was the only name that came to mind.
Mission is about approaching every major and every profession as a sacred calling. Mission is about following Jesus wherever he leads us. Mission is about making disciples of all nations, and Harding is about mission.
I think the mission of Harding was something that I caught before it had ever been said to me. Harding was about a positive trajectory. It was about embracing the mission of God. It was about doing something positive. It wasn't so much defined by what it was against as what it was for.
I learned that he was committed to learning about higher education. And then watching the wheels turn, I saw him being committed to the process of higher education. He is committed to learning. He is a learner, a lifelong learner, and I think he's committed to the position, therefore he's going to learn how to do it really well.
Who better to take over the reins of this university and lead us forward in our mission than someone who has studied it?
I'm very confident that Harding University will move forward under the presidency of Dr. McLarty. My confidence is more in God than it is in either the institution or the person. I have every confidence that he will grow and develop within the presidency.
We are, at our core, a Christian university. The character, example, and concerns of Jesus Christ are the standards that shape us and chart the course for our future.
So the important thing that helps keep us grounded is it is not about us for this place to succeed, that God is the one that will cause Harding to succeed. What we want to do is never lose sight of the fact that we are servants and we just want to follow God's leadership.
Leading is laying your life down. It's not about getting others to serve your agenda. It's about having a bigger vision that you help, that you encourage, that you call other people to join into. Well, so you got everything else but the Bible class in place. So servant leadership can sound soft and fluffy almost, and it's not at all. It's got a hard edge. It is calling people to a great mission, something that's lofty, that's demanding, that requires the very best of what we have. And it's giving them what they need in order to succeed in that mission and holding them accountable for doing that. And as the Apostle Paul would say, of all virtues, the greatest is love. That you look at people genuinely with love, even as you challenge and hold to account, that above everything is love.
I'm absolutely optimistic about where Harding is headed.
May God continue to richly bless Harding University, a community of mission.
He is deeply committed to continuing the work that we have at Harding and taking that into the future, decades into the future.
We have the right programs in place, we have the right resources, our enrollment is very good. The leadership right now is as strong, I think, as it's ever been. And I think we have the mentality to make it better. We're committed not just to holding our own, but to moving forward. And when you translate that mentality 20 years down the road, there's no telling what this university can be like.